influencer used to mean things. And my thing is, everybody and their mama and daddy trying to be an influencer. But the question I have in my mind is, if everyone's an influencer, is anyone an influencer? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Janae, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how streamers are literally the new rappers, okay? So, a lot of people have gone from having career goals of wanting to be doctors, engineers, teachers, to now saying they want to be content creators, they want to be streamers. And it had me thinking, like, back in my day, I sound old, back in my day, y'all, like in the early 2000s, in the 2010s and all of that, a lot of people wanted to be rappers. A lot of men wanted to be rappers. It was always like, here go another guy who's interested in me and he wants to be a rapper, because everybody and their mama and daddy wanted to be rappers back in the day. Like, I remember as a child, like my stepbrothers at the time when my father was married, like they wanted to be rappers and they were in Philly, so they had me looking at all the battle rap stuff with the Meek Mills before Meek Mills became Meek Mills, because everyone wanted to be a rapper. People were trying to sell their CDs. YouTube was hot and popping for the battle rap back in the day. And so like now you see the DDGs of the world and the Casa Nats, and now people are aspiring to be on their level and create content or stream. I'm hearing all this like streaming on Twitch or IRL. I think that's in real life, girl. Like, you see people who were Insta baddies back in the day are now coming up and wanting to stream. And because streaming on Twitch is literally the new rappers of today. And like, even outside of that, you see a lot of people wanting to be like beauty gurus, and the girls doing the beauty routines and things like that. And a lot of people like are wanting to be a part of the beauty content creators on not even just YouTube, because YouTube is like, you know, that old school content now in the new age of media, because everyone's like on TikTok and doing short form content. And I really do think when we were going through what we went through the pandemic in 2020, when TikTok was really coming around and becoming a thing, a lot of people were creating videos, and we have seen the success of a lot of content creators from short form contents like TikTok that have really blown up and really have become successful and has influenced people to want to be influencers. It's not even really about having a niche per se anymore, because being an influencer kind of was like a niche, you know? Like, it was like the Jackianas back in the day. Like, we know to go, like all the girls, we knew to go to Jackiana when we wanted to like real content and knowing like someone reviewing beauty products. And now if you get on TikTok, it literally looks like a store with everybody trying to sell something. And it's like, how credible are you as a content creator with trying to sell me this product? Like, are you trying to sell me something because, you know, you got this brand deal? And how long have you used it? I mean, girl, I come from the old school, and I say old school, where the girlies would do a makeup routine and then they would come back later on that night just to tell us, like, or hours later, just to let us know how well did this makeup, you know, pan, like, did it get glossy? Did it get, you know, did it come off? Or did it try to oxidize or anything like that? You know, nowadays it's like 60 seconds or less. We have content, people are reviewing stuff and not really giving the product a try and just trying to sell us stuff. And a lot of people are trying to do things for shock value. Like a lot of the streamers I've noticed are trying to do like shock value, like a lot of the younger streamers, and so they want to leave corporate America, they want to leave their 9-to-5 to be able to, I guess, live this dream of what they believe it to be as a full-time content creator. No one really seemingly had alternative plans or goals or dreams. Like, you don't really, and it's funny enough because I was in court a couple of months ago, and one of the judges I was in front of, he was like, asking someone, like, it was a child, and they was asking the child, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he was like, and the judge was like, oh, please don't say you want to be a content creator or an influencer, because my grandsons are saying that, you know? So it's just like a lot of the children are now like watching these streamers and I'm really just looking at streaming, because streaming seemingly, I don't know much about that world of Twitch and streaming, But like, it literally seems like the new age of rap. It's just like, you know how everyone got a microphone, everyone has a podcast and things like that, but it really seems like streaming and Twitch is where it's at, where people are trying to like come up instantly as far as like in the world of influencers and content creation. And so piggybacking on what I said, how a lot of these influencers, you know, are trying to just really sell us things, but it's like you have not really built a trust with your audience. And that was like one of the big things that I really did appreciate throughout like my time of like really watching YouTube, especially back in the day as a young girl trying to figure out how to do makeup, of like watching people give true and honest reviews versus someone just trying to make a quick buck. So now you're seeing a lot of people just selling things, right? But no one is truly authentic seemingly in pushing these products or reviewing these products on us, right? Because they're trying to sell us an aesthetic or trying to sell us luxury and not really offering, in my opinion, an original thought when it comes to this whole influencer thing. And so this makes me think, I don't know if you remember this woman who went viral a year and a half ago. She moved from Florida to Houston with her small children to be an influencer and ended up being homeless. Take a look at this.
Get somewhere safe and warm for the night until I'm able to figure out at least how to get home.
Kiara Jones came to Houston from Tallahassee at the start of the new year, chasing after a dream.
This is like one of the biggest populations of the social media influencers. That's kind of my goal, to become a big influencer.
She'd been staying at a motel this month with her
3 little munchkins. I love them. They're so sweet.
But by Monday, she says she'd run out of money.
It just became too much for me after a while.
With temperatures dropping and no place to go, she says she called 911. Police brought her and her kids here.
All right, y'all seen that? That's how serious it's getting. People are literally willing to uproot their lives, move across the country, willing to be homeless, just to call themselves a social media influencer, content creator, more specifically influencer. And it just seems like a lot of people don't, like, it's okay to have a job, okay? It's okay to have a 9 to 5. It is okay to have a job and allow social media content creation to be a hobby or a creative outlook or creative hobby to have on the side. I mean, I started making videos just because, one, I minored in communication with a concentration in video production. So, because I thought I was going to be a news reporter. That's another story for another day. But this is something that I literally like to do. I've been a fan of YouTube since day one. But now we're seeing a lot of micro influencers, and a lot of people don't want to get on YouTube because honestly, it really is hard to build a platform on YouTube. It is hard. It's a lot easier to go viral on TikTok because they push you through the For You page, they push you through the algorithms. And so a lot of people are trying to become these micro influencers, trying to get, I think you need like 1,000 followers plus on TikTok, and so they can be a part of the creator funds and get push you product through the TikTok shop and all of those things. But no one is seemingly in it to form meaningful, trustworthy relationships with their audience. And that's just kind of what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is also, babes, it's okay to have a job. It's okay to have a job. I'm hearing a lot of these big time influencers and content creators are on the reach, or not on the reach, but are searching for a job because there's no benefit in the sense of, like, I guess, like health insurance and things like that. You don't have health insurance and whatever other benefits you get from a regular corporate job or a 9 to 5. It's okay, babes. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I was like, literally, streaming and content creation seems like the new age of, like, I want to be a rapper. Like, I want to be the next Nas. I want to be the next Jay-Z. I want to be the next Nicki Minaj. Like, that's what this influx seems. And we have a bunch of micro influencers. And so it's just really hard to pinpoint who's authentic to their audience and who's not, who's trying to push a product. And I think, girl, you can probably tell when you go on someone's TikTok page and all you see is that they're pushing products on you. No genuine thought, no original thought, no authenticity or anything of, like, them trying the product out, making sure this is something that fits their brand and giving it a stamp of approval. Girl, I will even say, I know he's, like, controversial and not really well liked, but even Jeffree Star, I feel like did a really good job with thorough reviews when it came to beauty products. I just feel like now, as someone who is easily influenced, y'all are not influencing, because I just feel like y'all are just trying to push product now. Y'all are trying to push product, and that's just what it is. And I get it. The economy is crap. Everything's expensive in America. You trying to get your money. You trying to get rich quick, and I get it. But anyways, y'all, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys' thoughts and comments are in the comment section below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.